your agenda?
Oh, yeah, I like
okay.
some crime.
I start with sorry. I'm feeling sorry. I'm looking around at the devastation of Warsaw. And it's 1964, and it's as if the World War II had just ended. There were ruins everywhere. There were lines of people trying to get bread. There was, the stores were empty. People would get up at 4 in the morning to try to basically buy groceries. So I was feeling sorry because I was there to commit a crime against the people of Poland. I mean, so I'm thinking, well, the crime, by the way, is that for a starving student in Stockholm, that's where I was really living, you went to Poland with American dollars, and on the market, the government market said that a zloty was worth, $1 was worth 4 zlotys. But on the black market, you could get 4 times that. You get 16 zlotys for $1. So the only catch on this story is that you can't exchange back. You can't buy dollars back. So you basically have to buy valuable things to take with you back to the West. Now, like I said, there's devastation everywhere, so you have to find things of value in Warsaw. That wasn't a great plan. But the method that was given to me by some of my expats in Stockholm was that you basically had to find a cab driver that was under the table cab driver, that he was making his money really on the side doing these money exchanges. So I go up to a taxi stand, and I'm looking for my guy, and there's 3 cabs. And somebody had given me, again, back in a home base, had given me a little transcript of a sentence in Polish that said, "Take me to the museum." So I had this little piece of paper in Polish. I didn't speak a word of Polish. And so I go to the first cab driver, and I show him my little sign, "Take me to the museum." And he takes me to the museum, and I watch the meter, and it's, going at a normal pace, and takes me back to the stand. And he wasn't my guy. So I get in the next cab. There's 3 cabs. I get into the second cab, and the same thing. I show him my little message, "Take me to the museum." So he takes me to the museum, and it was 20 zlotys or whatever it was. And then I said, he's not my guy. So I go to the third cab driver, and I give him my little sign, and I said, "Take me to the museum." And I get in the cab, and his meter's going like a slot machine. This is my guy, right? This is the guy that I'm going to do it with. So we talk a little bit. He says, "That'll be 1,000 zlotys or something like that." And he says, "Or $1. This is my guy. So I basically say, "Okay, we're going to do it, right?" So I've got my little stash of dollars, and he takes me back to his house, which is in this Soviet brutalist architecture, terrible building. And he goes up, and he brings back this bag of zlotys. And so I say, "Okay, let's do the exchange," and we do the exchange. But now I got to buy something of value in Warsaw in 1964. So he said he's got to stick with me to help me make these transactions. So I figure, well, somebody said that the best Tchaikovsky, was it Tchaikovsky, or one of the Polish composers, you could get the best records that he composed in Warsaw, the best editions of it. So I go into a record store, and there's 4 records, and I buy all the records in Warsaw. So then I'm thinking, well, what else about, well, cameras, Russian cameras. They've got Snyder lenses from Germany. That's still part of the Eastern Bloc, and so they have really great lenses. So I go into a camera store, and there's a big line waiting to buy film. There's no cameras at all. There's just people waiting to buy film. And so I go up to the counter, and I say, "Do you have any cameras?" And the guy looks around. He says, "I got cameras." And he goes in the back, and he brings out 2 cameras. And so I buy the 2 cameras, and I bought all the cameras in Warsaw. So now I'm thinking, what else? Oh, he says, "Let's go to the black market," as if it was a place, right? I mean, it's a concept. It's not a place, but it was a place in Warsaw. You go and you drive there, and there's Dial soap and Cheerios and all this Western stuff. And so I'm looking for something of value because I figure Russian caviar. That's small, and I can smuggle it back in my backpack. Nice little caviar. So I go around, and there's this one woman, and the cab driver's still with me, and he whispers something in her ear, and she brings out 4 jars of caviar. So I buy all the caviar in Warsaw. So now I still got a bag of zlotys. I still got to buy something of value. So I go into a jewelry store, and this is the only place in Warsaw that has something, has products. So they have all these diamond rings, you know, and it was a little scary, the concept of it, you know, where'd these diamond rings come from? So there's this row of diamond rings, and they're all in basically value order. So, you know, 100 zloty diamond here, and a 2,000 zloty diamond over here. So I go along the row, and I see, oh, that's it. That's the exact number of zlotys I got. I buy that diamond ring. And by the way, this is called the Polish diamond story, and I'm really starting at chapter 3. You know, chapter 1 is basically starving in Stockholm. Chapter 2 is almost die, but you have to talk to me later about chapter 4, because I'm going to end with I buy the Polish diamond. And now I got to smuggle that back to the West, and the story goes downhill from there. That's it.